last show, had a look at that. Now it's time to come do something different, so why not go for a wander out in the cable car? This goes from the XL side of the river over to the Millennium Dome.
Monsieur, on this flight we're hoping to discover a fascinating corner of one of the most exciting cities.
Well, it's the first time I've ever been in a cable car, to be honest with you.
And
never been in one before. You get a description, which I suppose I could probably do without the description going on. I thought we was going to have a nice bit of music, but never mind. But great view. So now we come to look at this big bit, and then all of a sudden the drop. Look at that for a drop. Looks awesome. It's actually quite slow, to be fair. You kind of look at it, it's a steep drop, but it's not exactly going anywhere fast, is it? So the lady selling the tickets did say to me I could have paid for a whole cable car of my own with my own glass of champagne and like a souvenir, which would have been a lot extra. So in the end I paid normal fare, and what do I get? Cable car all to myself.
Made of thousands of steel.
Why would you pay the extra for champagne? I wouldn't mind the champagne, I suppose, but no, got it all to myself anyway. Back on again. Sunlight's a bit bright still, but again, get on at the right time, you can get one to yourself. I suppose it feels a bit weird, you're going round and the doors are just shutting as it goes round. It's a little bit bumpy and a little bit wobbly to start off with, to be fair. Having never been on a cable car before, I've never really worked out or never guessed how they work. Didn't realise, if you look at it, the cable above me isn't moving, it's a fixed solid cable we're sort of welded to it.
Down below the river leaves,
and that's the bit that sort of it's going around them big spindles at the end. The little spindle that I videoed earlier, I wouldn't say little spindle, it's a massive big spindle.
For its small geographical size than anywhere else in the world.
Our cable is sort of going around that and then across. Another day with another haircut and a new colour, and also I went out to vote today, which I think I did last time I had my haircut, or was going to last time I had my haircut anyway. This time I've tried something different, so this is a bit of a mix, really. This is Directions, this is the fluorescent glow. On their book it looks a bit greenish, but I didn't think it looked green enough to me. So I've mixed it with a little bit of the Toxic Green from Colour Crazy. So Directions and Colour Crazy together. Not quite sure how it comes out. At the moment, in the pre-washed out stage, it looks outrageous. So we'll see what it looks like in a minute when I've washed it out, conditioned it, and given it sort of a semi-dry. So as far as I can tell, it's come out pretty awesome. It's sort of the colour I wanted. It's gone streaked in places, which was the idea. So I've got the yellow, which is a very fluorescent yellow, but it's got bits of green here, there and everywhere. Now it looks a little bit like, I think, the Lime Twisted when I first had my hair properly bleached, I think. So it's not too different than what I've had before. I put the fluorescent glow in first and thought maybe it's just going to be yellow only, so I'll add a little bit of green over the top, but that's how it's managed to streak. That's the idea. The green isn't everywhere, it's not mixed fully green, there's still bits of the fluorescent yellow. I think it's come out right actually. It looks very similar, as I said, to what I've had previously once before. So it was either the Lime Twist or just the Toxic UV on its own, I can't remember, it might just been the Lime Twist. When my hair gets bleached properly and goes proper white, then it comes out very, very bright. So yeah, I don't know what it will look like in daylight. It will probably be shockingly bright in daylight, which that's part of the idea. As far as colours go, you've got to say this is definitely a shy, shrinking violets need not apply type colour, isn't it? It's going to stand out And although the green hair gets noticed anyway, I think a lot of people are going to notice even more as it sort of glows past them. The hair looks a lot brighter, I suppose, in daylight. It's been noticed a lot more in the daylight than it did, say, that colour I showed you in the kitchen. It doesn't show it justice, really. This is sort of about as bright as I expected it to be. I might have even expected it to be a bit more brighter, but it's alright, I like it. It gets noticed. I've got customers now saying to me, wow, that's definitely bright. Yeah, it's definitely different this time. My colleague did her hair quite bright, so I've had to do mine bright and more vivid than normal. Problem is it grows out quite quickly, so my hair, because it's short, when it grows dark, so it's going to grow out quite quickly. So this won't last that long, but I will probably go over with a slightly darker version just afterwards, maybe. I might even go for the frog green again. If I can get one online, I'll go for the frog green again, because that was quite a nice look. It's a nice sort of green, but I don't tend to see it much. Now, going back to the motor show, a little bit more. The last bit I promised of the motor show is the goodie bags. I said I got a goodie bag at the end of the last video. I showed a couple of tiny little bits. One of the bags I picked up, which is purely to carry my stuff around in, to be honest with you, was this. It's the e-tron bag. It's massive. Great big bag from Audi. I only picked it up so I can put my stuff in it, really, because the only thing it contained in it was a magazine. It's an Audi magazine. A lot of manufacturers do this. Manufacturers show you, I mean, that's actually quite good. It shows you their advert and how they made the advert. But most manufacturers, car manufacturers, do some sort of lifestyle magazine for their owners. And they're normally recipes, days out, all that sort of stuff. So they're quite good, to be honest, especially free, you know. I also picked up a couple of Hankook pens from Quick Fit, along with the little squidgy bum man I showed you before. And I've also got a little Lego gingerbread man, but I'll come back to that in the next video. The MG guys, MG chased you around, literally chased you around the hall, trying to give you one of these goodie bags. And to be honest with you, I'm very glad I did pick one. I don't think, you know, some people actually go, oh no thanks, right mate, but actually they're really good bags. They gave you this hat, which I've already shown you, but it's a really, really good, well-made MG hat. You know, probably quite expensive. They gave you a few cards for their cars, I suppose, some postcards, which sort of show off their models. They're sort of like your normal models. This one, something special. I quite like the look of that. They also are in this bag, which is sort of strange. There's a free-to-use Jiffy envelope. So it's an unused Jiffy envelope with the MG logo on it. And when you close it, so if you're sending anything anywhere, you can send it in a nice MG Jiffy bag. They give you a really nice metal keyring. So it's a solid metal, quite heavy, MG London keyring, which I think is quite nice. And a couple of pens. Pretty good quality pens as well. MG.co.uk on one of them, in gold. Quite a nice looking pen. And the other one, with that red on it. So the red I liked from the car I showed you, the little sort of SUV. It's got this like red, it's on this pen as well. And it's got a little dabber on the end for your tablet. They're quite nice, again, you know, to be given for nothing. They also give you a notebook, or a writing pad, shall we say, which some companies do anyway. Remember, this is a Chinese company, so although they're British heritage for MG, they would give you sort of a British sort of look or book. So they give you this, which is a notepad. It's got MG down in the corner to write on. But as it's a Chinese company, sort of as expected, to be fair, it's a red book. It's not a little red book. It's quite a big red book, to be honest with you. I sort of suppose maybe, you know, if you was expecting it to be British and sort of MG themed, you would expect it to sort of be British racing green rather than bright red, but it's Chinese. I am now going to spend a fair bit of time looking on eBay trying to find a display case, because I've added another dummy. So this one's a hyperactive monkey holding sort of, I don't know what it is, it's like a turnip, I don't know what he's got in his hand. But this is my hyperactive monkey dunny, recent addition to the collection, but he doesn't fit in the cabinet anymore, so I'm going to have to look for a new cabinet, slightly bigger cabinet where I can get all my dunnies in. And then I can probably get a couple more, because there's a few more that I want, some that I've seen now, ones I didn't even know they did. They actually do a glow-in-the-dark one as well, or a couple of glow-in-the-dark ones. Although they're ultra rare and really hard to get hold of, if I ever see them come up, I really, really want to get them. My next video, I think I'm going to go back a couple of weeks to show you something else, because it's sort of a bit, well, will explain itself in the next video. Thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe if you want to subscribe to see what other weird and strange things I get up to. Please like the video if you like it. If you want to comment, I'll always reply to comments and ideas, suggestions. And thanks for watching. Bye bye.